Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Cardone Solutions Podcast. I am your host of the Cardone Solutions Podcast. My name is David Bradley, training facilitator and coach with Grant Cardone. I'm bringing you weekly sales solutions, sales tips, sales strategies, and a couple attitude adjustments from the 10X world of Grant Cardone. Check it out. 80% of what we do here, 100% free. So the purpose of the podcast, the reason I'm here is to make sure that the free stuff we're putting down, you are picking up and plugging into your sales, your business, and your life, and you're getting some results from it, okay? So thank you so much in advance for hitting that subscribe button, and if you're getting some value from it, please do me a favor. Do me a solid, right? Make sure that you're sharing this out in the cyberspace so that other folks can benefit from it too. If it's helping you, guarantee you, it is helping somebody else. Now, today's episode is one of the traits of a great salesperson. Grab yourself a pen, get yourself a notepad, crack open the notepad on your phone or open up a Google Doc or something, but get ready. But before I get into it, quick word from our sponsor. Today's episode of the Cardone Solutions Podcast is brought to you by Grant Cardone's Cardone University Coaching Program. All right, here's what we know right now, okay? 84% of managers tell us that they are too busy to train and develop their team the way they wish they could. They're putting out too many fires. Winds up taking a back seat. We get it. And if they do get time, most managers wound up in management simply because they could produce and then were never trained on how to motivate people and transfer skill. Ironically, there is an 88% improvement in production and productivity when coaching and training gets involved. So, this is where we come in. Enter the Cardone University Coaching Program. We literally get to become a virtual extension of your management team. Here's what you get. Complete access to Cardone University. Over 30 plus managed learning courses facilitated by a certified Cardone expert. Our process literally increases engagement and accountability amongst your team. And you get us at a fraction of the cost of hiring somebody in-house. We're going to work with you, your managers, and your salespeople to increase sales volume and profitability while reducing extraneous costs like turnover and expanding your market share. So for a complimentary sales process and training analysis, plus customized training proposal, head on over to cardonesolutions.com/coaching. That's cardonesolutions.com/coaching. cardonesolutions.com/coaching. Now, on with the show. Grant has a list of over 64 traits of a great salesperson. 64 things that can take an average salesperson from average to great. Okay? One of which I'm about to share with you. The great salespeople know the difference between an objection and a complaint. Great salespeople know the difference between an objection and a complaint. Here's a case study. Here's a real world example. This is back in the day. Grant goes into a company and the sales team, they got a prospect that they've been working on and they haven't been able to close him yet. He's there, okay? Sales team tells Grant what they think the objection is. They said it was price, or maybe they said it was product. I mean, it could have been anything, really. What objections are you getting grinding on your gears? Doesn't matter. Literally, it doesn't matter, okay? Grant goes in, approaches the client, says, "Sir, I need you to sign right there." The client says something to the effect of, "Well, like, what do you mean? I told the other guy that it was too much," or "I told him something," or "I told him I got a better deal down the street." And Grant says, "Yeah, I'm with you, sir. I need you to sign right there. I understand all that. I understand everything you're saying. And I agree with you on that. Okay? All I need you to do, though, sign right there." The client's like, okay. And they signed. Sales team totally freaks out. And they're like, "How'd you do that? What just happened?" Right? What happened was the sales team didn't know the difference between an objection and a complaint. The sales team, they made a complaint into an objection. So here's a great example from Grant. Somebody says to you, "I don't like the weather today." Are you suddenly on the hook to fix the weather? What are you going to do? Right? That sucks. Sorry. Okay. I'm with you. Weather's shitty today. Okay? Follow? What if you could just start seeing objections that way as just complaints, originations? Someone just needs to bitch and moan a little bit. Okay? Let me ask you a question. When you think, what objections do you get right now, and how do you handle them? What are you doing when someone tells you that your price is too high? What are you doing when someone says they can get it cheaper somewhere else? How are you handling the payments are too much? Or I need to shop around a little bit more, or I'm going to go home and talk this over with my spouse. How are you handling these now? Okay. Grant would ask, challenge, encourage, why don't you just close the deal? How do you know that these are actual objections versus just somebody moaning and groaning about the weather? You can't really solve a problem until it's actually a problem. So don't make it one. So part of the Closer Survival Guide teaches you to treat objections as complaints until further validated. Many of the things we're out there labeling as just objections really are just complaints. Right? So great salespeople, they know the difference. They acknowledge the objection, they agree, and then they close. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. You're right, sir. It is a lot of money. I'm with you. 110%. Felt the same way myself. Now, did you want to do Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover? Well, I guess Visa. Says the customers, they reach for their wallet. Okay? See? Just a complaint. Great salespeople know what the difference is between an objection and a complaint, which makes closing a deal look like magic. So, here's a challenge for you. How can you start practicing treating the objections that you get as complaints first? So I want you to go find a partner, somebody you work with, and start drilling this stuff down. Okay? Now, you're going to need some ammo for this. So if you're using Cardone On Demand or Cardone University, then crack open the Quick Fix Solution Center and start loading up. Go find all those closes that are in there. There's over 350 different closes, objections, and corrections that you can access on the fly. And if you don't have access to Cardone U, you can get it for 2 weeks over at cardonesolutions.com/Cardone, the letter U, the word free. That's cardonesolutions.com/Cardone U free. You can get access there. Or crack open a copy of the Closer Survival Guide. There's 120 in there. Drill this down until it becomes second nature. Okay? And then if you need further help on really just understanding the mindset, you can get more on this in the Closer Survival Guide and in Cardone University. There's a course called 10 Reasons Closers Fail. Okay? Study that too. And then bonus homework. If you haven't brushed up yet on the magic of agreement inside Seller Be Sold and in Selling Basics, understanding the buyer, get in there. Brush up on that. That will serve you well as well. And this has been another exciting episode of the Cardone Solutions Podcast. Short, simple, sweet, to the point, fast, and effective is how I want to be for you. What'd you get out of this one? Okay. Here's your challenge. Can you start treating the objections that you're getting as complaints first before you have to worry about handling it? I'm with you. It's a lot of money. The price is too high. You're right. Couldn't agree with you more. Felt the same way myself. MasterCard, Visa, American Express, and Discover. You see how easy that is? It's not going to get that easy, though, until you do what? Until you practice it, until you drill it, until you dial it down. So what are you going to do? You're going to grab yourself a partner. You're going to make a list of the objections you guys get. You're going to practice treating them as complaints first, not objections. Okay? You need ammunition? Hop on to Cardone University. Grab yourself a copy of the Closer Survival Guide. Anything I can help with, feel free to reach out. I'm on the Twitter at David R. Bradley. Phone number 310-777-0352. Email address david@grantcardone.com. Thank you so much for listening, and be great, because nothing else pays. See you soon.